Hello, everybody. How's it going? So this is a special message. This is my first YouTube live video, so I'm pretty excited about this. So I wanted to let you know that November is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And of course, like everybody, men, women, everybody, we do all have mental health challenges. And especially with men, sometimes they can be a little bit hesitant to reach out to get help about it. So today I want to talk about a special that I'm having in November. Many people don't even know that I do work with men, and definitely I have more female clients, but I definitely have been able to help a lot of men as well. So let's talk about what kind of services that I have and some of the challenges that men have and how I can help with those. So for example, a lot of the men that come to me, they have a lot of responsibilities, whether professional or societal or with their family. There's a lot of things with their emotional health that they don't feel so stable about because they come to me with stress and anxiety, and often they have a lot of fears about things, and sometimes they just don't have a space where they can discuss this and really have the chance to explore what they're feeling and get clarity. And the important thing with emotional health is what I use EFT tapping for is it's a mind body technique, and you use acupuncture points on the face, and it can calm the body's fight, flight, or freeze response. So this is amazing for you have a stressful situation at work that week, being able to reground and recenter yourself and be able to show up, with feeling empowered and like you're under control. So the other thing that I help with is that a lot of people, men, women, everybody, have issues with their confidence. And a lot of times this is tied to something that maybe happened to us in the past. For a lot of men, this might have been a breakup, for example, that kind of derailed them and pulled the rug out from under them. And they've been having a hard time feeling confident ever since when it comes to their dating life. Or sometimes, things happen professionally, and we maybe have some imposter syndrome, not feeling good enough for the position, or we just don't think that we're competent and we're trying to show up and we don't feel like we're capable enough. So we, of course, hide it. But that also creates a lot of anxiety and fear that while, of course, we can mask it and cover it up, it doesn't mean that it's not there. So it's still going to cause other issues like maybe fears, sleeplessness. We're going to have, physical responses in our body. And a lot of people have, in their past situations that, as I said, show up with lack of confidence, and they also can hurt our self-esteem. So, where does this come from? Well, a lot of it was our caregivers, our parents, sometimes our teachers, sometimes it's something society puts on us that makes us feel a certain way. And there's also, things within our, our religious institutions, academic institutions, that can affect us as well. One of the examples that I always give is like, let's say that you were 8 years old and you read your report in front of the class or showed your painting or whatever. And let's say this teacher said something to criticize you and the whole class laughed at you. So what did you learn in that moment? You probably learned as a very small child, it's not safe to be seen. It's not safe to be heard. When I try to speak out, I get shamed and I get ridiculed. And that is a really powerful way to, program your mind as a child because it's going to show up later in life. So by doing EFT tapping, what we do is we can release some of the emotional charge of these memories, and we can release some of the fears, the insecurity, the low self-esteem, the overwhelm, the negative self-talk. A lot of times we tend to beat ourselves up when we make a mistake, or we talk ourselves out of getting outside of our comfort zone because we're afraid that we might be judged. We're afraid that we might be rejected, all of those kinds of things. And then the last thing is, let's be honest, life is not perfect. And, it's been a crazy past couple of years. People go through divorces, people go through breakups, people have lost their jobs. And just in general, there is a need for sometimes people to recreate their lives or to rebuild and start fresh. And this is where transformational coaching and EFT tapping can be so powerful, because a lot of times when we feel like we've had the rug pulled out from under us, we don't know where to turn. We don't know where to start. We don't know What is it that I want? Do I have a purpose? What is that supposed to be? Do I have values that I need to align certain aspects of my life with? And this can be really confusing. I have definitely been through this myself. So this is why a lot of people come to me with this reason. So anyway, if you are a guy and you've thought about, maybe you don't even feel comfortable with therapy, maybe you're kind of looked at coaching and you're like, all right, what's the difference? So coaching is, looking at where you are today and seeing where you'd like to go. And then what I can use EFT tapping for is to help you clear out some of the stuff from your past that is keeping you from feeling confident, empowered, and showing up in the way that you want to, whether it's for yourself, for your family, for your job, or whatever. Because most people, if you ask them, how would you feel and what would you accomplish if you felt more confident and empowered at work? Who doesn't want that, right? So for all men, I'm offering a special all of November. So we've got halfway through, and I just decided to offer this for the last bit. But I'm offering 10% off I have 3 different programs, whether it's just one EFT session. I have a package of 6 EFT sessions, or I've got coaching and with the EFT sessions. And I would say that most of my male clients, especially if they've never done coaching before, they've never done therapy or any work on themselves, they usually know a lot of the points that aren't working, but they haven't really figured out, okay, so how can I fix this in order to move forward? And this is why the coaching with the EFT can be really powerful, because it's kind of connecting some of the dots, figuring out, okay, I want to do this, but what's stopping me? Why am I stopping myself? Am I self-sabotaging? Because self-sabotage also sneaks up, when we're least expecting it. Sometimes we really want to do something, we have a goal, and we procrastinate, or we don't do something because we make ourselves too busy, or maybe we just blame somebody else or blame everybody else instead of really realizing our role in not moving ourselves forward. So anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments. So if you are, male and you're looking for coaching help or EFT, or you want to understand how it can work for you, please just go ahead and leave me a thing in the comment. I have in the comment section ways to get a hold of me. So you can ask me about this and we can set up a free discovery call, absolutely no charge for you. It's about 15-20 minutes just to kind of see where your struggles are now, where your challenges are now, and where would you like to be instead? Are you struggling with public speaking? Do you have some memories that are maybe causing you anger or shame that you need to let go of? So I look forward to hearing with you, and thank you everybody so much for your attention. Okay.